It is back to school time across the DMV, and you can expect to see social media feeds filled with parents posting, of course, those fun photos of their kids on the big day. Several Virginia districts, though, welcoming students to the classroom this morning. Yeah, that special cheer from the Woodson High School cheerleaders and dance team giving us a little cred. The DC News Now cheer they gave us there, putting a little pep in their step for the students returning to class this morning.
Well, there's our new promo. It is back to the books today for students in Fairfax County Public Schools, Manassas, Park City, Prince William County, as well as Alexandria City Schools. So lots and lots of kids going back.
And they're going back on a day where it is wet and rainy, and many of them returning with umbrellas and rain jackets this morning. Of course, as that wet weather hits various parts of the DMV. But could the dodging downpours get them this afternoon? The DC News Now team has you covered.
Yes, we do.
Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. It is now 8 o'clock on your Monday. As we've been saying all morning, big day for a lot of families. We do have live team coverage. Our reporters are out talking with principals, superintendents, as well as students and cheerleaders, bands. We've got it all. And a lot more cars and buses are going to be on the roads. Shanika's got you covered with that. But we do want to begin with meteorologist Jackie Layer and a check on our back-to-school Monday forecast. Good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya, Corey, Shanika, and also Lex and Joe, who are out there in the field talking to those students and also teachers and staff who are all heading back to school this morning. But the radar, we got to talk about that. We just have a few showers sliding through the region. These are very, very light, and also a few of those light sprinkles not even being picked up by the radar just because of how light and also how close they are to the surface. So just be mindful of that. Could see some light misty showers over the course of the morning commute. Also noticing some rain showers back out towards western Maryland right now, out towards Kaiser, but also noticing some areas of very low visibility to kick off your Monday morning commute. We're down to less than a mile in Luray, Culpeper, even Woodstock, Kaiser 2. We're about 6 miles in Hagerstown, 7 in Frederick, 4 in Westminster, but notice Leesburg, still less than a mile of visibility there. So a few pockets of very low visibility. Please take it slow on your travel, especially in those areas where we are under that dense fog advisory. That includes parts of West Virginia, as well as parts of the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia as well. So something to keep in mind too, but here's a view of that school day forecast. So yes, by first bell, we're tracking those overcast skies. By about recess, we should see some breaks in the cloud cover. And then as we look ahead towards those after-school programs, we'll likely be seeing a mix of sun and clouds with a chance for some isolated thunderstorms. So just keep your eyes to the skies for any of those outdoor plans that you may have after that first day of school. But right now, I'll toss it over to Shanika with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking out there at this hour?
Well, it's looking okay. Right now, we're starting out looking at Seminary Road on that inner loop and outer loop of the Beltway, Northern Virginia. As many of you are headed back to school, good luck today. Now let's look at what's happening off of those major roadways. So in Annandale, we did have that right shoulder blocked. We had some problems there right near Braddock Road on the inner loop. It is still a bit slow, but you're not really looking at major delays, so nothing to really worry about. Now over to Sterling in that area, Loudoun County, we did see a crash, but that did clear, so you're all good. That was near Old Ox Road. The rest of our region is okay. 95 right near Springfield. We were talking about this crash headed northbound right near that interchange, and it's still pretty heavy as many people are headed out to work and school. But once you get past that interchange, you're okay, guys.
All right, Shanika, thank you. The halls of Fairfax County Public Schools getting busy again. Students heading back to class this morning, and Fairfax County Public Schools operating with 22 changes to its bus stop schedule. There will still be 6 stops on Blake Lane, but because of road work, students will not be able to wait on the street. Instead, they'll have to wait on the sidewalk instead, which of course is safer. Our Lex Wars will have a live report coming up in about 15 minutes. And Prince William County school staff have been working for weeks to get everything ready to welcome back kids to the classrooms this morning.
That is right. Our Joseph Olmo live now at Garfield High School, where students, well, they are going to class now, Joseph. You said they're already starting.
Yes, Tanaya, Corey, good morning to the both of you. They are all in school. They're already in their first period, at least most students are. We're talking 90,000 students. This is the second largest public school district in the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. Lex Suarez, as you guys noted a second ago, she's over at Fairfax County Public Schools, which is the #1 and one of the biggest in the entire country. Right behind us, Garfield Senior High School here in Woodbridge. 90,000 lunch boxes and 90,000 book bags are making their way into Prince William County schools today. Roughly 2,400 of them into that school building right behind me. Now, of course, this year is going to look a little bit different, but in a good way compared to years past. There aren't going to be any masks for the most part, no virtual learning for the most part, no social distancing, just school like it was in the good old days before COVID got in the way at the beginning of 2020, in March of 2020. That does not mean that students will not have to play a little bit of catch up this year, right? The superintendent of Prince William County Public Schools, Dr. Latanya McDade, she wrote a letter to the community a couple of days ago saying that it is clear that the pandemic has slowed learning down a little bit from K all the way up to 12th grade, and that their focus this year is going to be academic progress. It's three-pronged: progress, acceleration, and recovery. Progress, acceleration, and recovery. What I asked her that she hopes that her students take away from this year, here's what she said. Take a listen.
I hope that the 22-23 school year really brings the joy of learning to life for our young people and reminds them what education should and could be every single day.
Superintendent, real quick, your favorite subject?
English language arts. I was a middle school English language arts teacher, so that's got to be my all-time favorite.
The best superintendents are the ones who were able to be in the classroom teaching themselves at one point. That was Dr. Latanya McDade there, the superintendent of Prince William County Public Schools. Again, they opened up their doors just moments ago here at Garfield High School for the first day of the 2022-2023 school year. By the way, Corey and Tanaya, there's been lots of talk about the national teacher shortage, right? There's a shortage for everything from the gas pump to the grocery store, even in the classroom. How is Prince William County making sure that they get past the teacher shortage? Well, they are offering their current teachers anywhere between $12,000 and $14,000 extra each year, even if they teach just one more class than what they already have on their schedule. How about that for a bonus? Reporting live here in Woodbridge, I'm Joseph Omo. Happy first day of school. Back to you guys.
Yes, happy first day of school. Thank you, Joseph. Well, welcome back to the students in Manassas Park. Prince William County is partnering with Manassas Park to kick off Operation School Zone Slow Zone. Now they're asking people to cross with care, drivers to approach with care, and bicyclists to ride with care. And they want everyone to make sure they exit those school zones safely. Officers will also increase their enforcement around schools.
All right, time right now on this Monday morning, 8:07. Breaking now, protests at American University. AU staff union members are starting a strike today. This happening as school continues to move in for students for the new year. Now, the university said it agreed to updating disciplinary actions, grievance process, and enhancing annual leave benefits. However, school officials only offered a 4% raise as opposed to the 5% increase the union requested. The strike is expected to last all week.
Your time right now is 8:07. Today, an additional 1.8 million doses of monkeypox vaccines will be available. This is all part of the Biden administration's stepped-up response to the increase in cases. Cities and states have used 90% of their current supply of vaccine, and they will be able to order more doses starting today. According to the administration, doses will be out the door to places as soon as they're ordered. Despite the increase, the director of the CDC says Americans still need to take action to protect themselves.
Temporarily reducing or avoiding behaviors that increase your risk of monkeypox exposure is important.
The White House says President Biden continues to weigh all options to stop the spread of the virus. And Montgomery County health officials are holding a virtual town hall to provide some more information about the virus. That meeting will be held on the Montgomery County Facebook page tonight at 6.
Time right now, 8:08, happening now. Fairfax County needs your help this morning. Fire investigators trying to figure out who set fire to a home under construction last Monday. The fire happened in the basement of the home in Lehigh Drive on Fairfax. That is where workers found a large pile of smoldering 2x4s in the basement on Tuesday. The firefighters were able to put out the fire before it destroyed the house. If you know anything about this fire, you were asked to call the Fairfax County Fire Department. And this morning, the hunt is on to find a man D.C. police say broke into a home. Surveillance cameras capture the man who you see here. You can see him looking to appear what I believe is a step on a home. Now, right now, it is not known what the suspect took from the house. Police say people were in the home at the time he entered it.
This morning, the recount continues in Montgomery County executive race. Now, just one vote separates Mark Elrich and David Blair. Blair, who trailed Elrich by just 35 votes, requested that manual recount. Workers are now rechecking tens of thousands of ballots by hand. The Board of Elections has not yet released the latest results from the weekend recount.
And developing now, Russia is opening a murder investigation after the daughter of an advisor to Russian President Vladimir Putin died in a car bombing. Daria Dugina was killed when a bomb exploded while she was driving. Her father, Alexander Dugina, is known as Putin's brain. He also supports the war on Ukraine. As of now, no group has taken responsibility for the attack.